Hi, Owen.
Hi,
Hey, YouTube.
Owen. Hey, YouTube.
Hello.
So,
Eh.
to just kick it off, last session, you guys leveled up.
Whoop whoop.
Who wants to talk
And there
about
was much rejoicing.
their level? Well, indeed, there was.
And there was much rejoicing.
Oh,
Who
I
wants
actually
talk
have to do
about
this.
their level? Not all at once.
I got meta magic.
You got meta
Ooh.
magic? That sounds hella
I
cool.
got meta magic.
I got 6 HP.
Oh, damn, son.
I got 5.
All right. Owen, what did you get?
I got an ability called Wholeness of Body, which will allow me to heal 18 points once per long rest.
That's pretty good.
Hmm.
That will come in handy.
Yeah, it might. Also got another ability that I cannot find at the moment.
Hmm.
Bugger it all.
All right. So if it's something you don't want to share right now, that's also good.
Oh, and I need to change my speed to 45.
Yeah, I saw. The
don't know how
problem
to do
is I cannot change it for you. But let's just remember 45.
Oh, you can do it in the main tab under speed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can change it. You have to click the magnifying glass first, otherwise it doesn't work.
I
I don't know. I'm just over like.
Left of AC.
Oh,
I'm just
Yeah.
holding left control over it and just going up and down. I'm not-
45.
Ah,
There we go. So your speed is now 45.
yeah.
You're one dexterous motherfucker.
Well, at level 6, a monk gets plus 15 on movement, so when he's without armor.
That's pretty
Sweet
good.
baby Jesus.
Lordy lord.
Could we have some
Yeah.
background music, please? Colin?
Oh yeah, sure.
Hold on,
sure.
wait. Opening Sirenscape.
Yeah, do it.
I almost said Skyrim.
Immersion.
Open Skyrim. Fuck D&D. I'ma play Skyrim.
For me, I got my first 5th level spell.
That sounds good.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice.
Do we get to know which one you picked?
Yeah, sure. I picked animate objects, which means that as long as there is shit like rocks or like cutlery or books or whatever around me or sticks, I can cast animate objects and I can well, basically I get 3 to 10 little helpers
Very
Ooh.
cool.
depending on how big the objects are that I pick. So basically I have a magic swarm.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Pretty good. Trish,
Yes.
how's your leveling up been?
Well, I said I got meta magic and I've got 2 new level 2 spells.
You gonna share?
One dark vision, which means that I'm finally gonna get dark vision,
Fuck yeah.
and one that I'm gonna keep for myself for now.
Alright.
Ooh.
Alright.
But it's
Alright,
it
alright,
should come in
alright.
handy.
Probably.
Also got something else, by the way. I don't know how useful it is, so I posted it there.
Starting a 6th level, your unarmed strike count as magical. Alright. That's good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's actually very good
Yeah.
Yeah.
against stuff that's like you have to hit.
Resistant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Zuck,
Yes, sir.
what did you get for your 9th level?
6 HP.
Hey.
That's it?
Hey.
That's literally it.
All right, so let's see if those 6 HP come in handy
I hope
this
so.
session. It probably will.
I have the ability to pick another feat, but I haven't yet
Oh,
because I don't know, some of the new ones that are available, I just felt were like way too OP or something, you know. So I just chose not to pick one for right now.
all right, so you can still think about it.
Yeah. I was trying to find something, you know.
Well, who
Not too
knows?
hard.
Maybe in this session or the next or the one after that, you will get inspiration on a feat you need to take.
All right, cool.
Right, so that's leveling up done. Because Rudy was already in 9th level.
So I get nothing.
And you will damn well enjoy it.
I just.
So, you just fought a pack of really large wolves, one might say dire wolves. What do you want to do?
I would like to get up from being prone
Sure.
and
The group
does
like a
the-
long rest in my tower.
well, does this keep happening when we travel at night? It's dark, right, DM?
It is nighttime indeed.
Has every attack we've endured on the road so far, has it been during the night?
No.
Or like most of them?
There's been a couple of times we've been attacked by barbarians in the daytime.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, I
and
was just
through-
wondering.
Random.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem more dangerous at night. That's maybe what I'm getting at.
Well, it kind of does, because even though you had some attacks during daytime, most of the daytime encounters, you found something on the road that you wouldn't have found in the dark. Like the journal, the book,
Puppet.
the puppet.
Oh yeah. Okay. Shall we carry on then?
Let's go.
Okay.
So where are you going at the moment?
Do you want to go to Von Richten's tower to
What?
have a long rest for the night? Because
Well-
we're on the way to the Wizards of the Wines, weren't we?
Weren't we heading to
We
The
were heading to
winery?
The winery, but
Yes.
the last we knew, the people who were hiding in the woods, in the winery, in the refugee place,
Mm-hmm.
most of them had been killed.
What?
When last we met, when last we met them, there was, I believe, 3 sons of the winery owner, and I'm pretty sure that they ended up getting killed.
Yeah, but
But that was it of the refugees that were there.
No, but after
But-
the burn of Valaki,
No.
a load more people went there, didn't they?
yeah, the people left Valaki to the winery to like resettle there.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry,
we
I
lost them,
didn't
yeah.
know about the Vlaki stuff.
Oh
'cause I
yes.
wasn't there.
Oh, damn! Joe's role playing the shit out of this.
Yeah.
So last I knew, everybody at the winery was dead. So, and the safest place, knowing that Strahd cannot come in without being allowed in, and with us being so close to it, my vote's for the tower to have a long rest. I'm too exhausted to do anything else, really.
Lick our wounds and go out in
Yes.
the morning in the daylight.
Does it matter that Strahd was invited in once because he was there? Like, does it reset? You think?
I'm
the
not
silly,
sure.
the silly was invited in.
That's true.
not Strahd himself. Now that we
But
know,
what's... There's nothing stopping Strahd from turning into Vasily again and trying to re-enter.
Even if
except
he
for
does
the fact that
enter,
we know who Vasily is now.
the ward against magic around the tower will protect us. He can't use any of his wizardry tricks. He's just a mere mortal at that point, where we can just bash his head in if he comes.
But I mean, I think at this point, it's not Strahd that we have to worry about. It's all of his underlings, you know.
Okay. Shall we then go to the tower now, and then, after a good sleep, head to the winery to give them the gem so they can grow food?
Indeed.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's what we do.
To go to the tower.
That's what you do. You move up to the tower.
I do the secret fucking.
Well,
Give me the picture. Give me the picture.
No. Tower. Von Richten's tower. Again, this is what it looks like. Except the cart in front of is gone.
Beautiful.
Indeed. Indubitably. And let's see. Von Richter Tower player no map. Let's see if it opens. It does. But it will take a while for it to load. So just go all the way down on this map.
All the way down.
Damn. Wait, I still see nothing.
I know, but
Okay.
I will
Oh, there you go.
show you.
Jesus.
Lordy Lord. This time, Von Richten,
Yes.
you have to do it immaculately,
Okay.
or else
You die.
things will happen.
Okay, just to make sure, is this the left-hand side for you?
Sure.
Okay. So it's duh, a duh, and 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 finally meh.
It takes a agonizing second, and you hear the sound of a door unlocking.
Everyone in.
DM.
Yeah.
On the image, there seems to be like writing or scribbling. Is that something that's relevant?
Roll me a. Oh, let's say, what would it be?
Investigation?
Sure.
I could read that.
Investigation, indeed.
21.
21, and as you're looking at it, Zuck moves in and he says, kind of like, it looks like it says, do the dance, open door. But
What
it's-
language is that?
Zuck, give me a flat out intelligence check.
Mind you, I'm still exhausted, my friend.
Yes.
You can read it, but as you are, like, the fact that you can read it but not know the language, it's messing with your head. You have absolutely no idea.
Do I recognize the language with my known languages?
No.
Okay. I enter after Rudy. I'm still prone in the combat tracker, by the way.
He's crawling across the floor.
The whole way here. The DM won't allow me to stand up.
How dare he?
Who is Sir Godfrey today?
I can do it again if unless anyone else wants to do it.
No.
Thank you.
Bax moves up.
Coming in, Zuck.
Yep. It's still, the entire map is still completely gray for me. Like, nothing is showing up.
Oh, again?
Our people are showing up, but the actual map itself is completely gray. Like, I have no idea where we're walking into or nothing.
You used to have this problem before.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to show up, but it never did. I was waiting for someone to move so I could at least tell which, like, the general direction.
Yeah.
Before we go up,
Before
we go up, I'm going to pull Seraphim to the side, and like tell him you wanted to talk about something.
Oh, yes. Like, I'll let everyone walk on, either on the elevator or into the building itself. Yes. Well, I imagine that a lot of a lord's power comes from his wealth, of course. And I also noticed that he was not able to see through my my face, so to say, by using magic he had himself, but he used an item, it seemed. And I thought maybe if there is a way into the castle, there's also a way to access those items and use them ourselves instead of leaving them to him.
If you mean the items that he's carrying, do you want me to steal them while he's wearing them? Because that is.
No. I imagine a man like him has many more items, you know?
Well, he did have the vault that he showed us, the treasure room.
Yes, exactly, and we've
Imagine
seen
there's
it.
some-
And as I've seen it, I can get to it, you know, from quite a distance.
Would
Can
you
I
be able
over-
to? No, go on.
I was gonna ask if I could overhear them at this point.
Well, we were trying to talk in private.
Then I'll assume I can't hear them.
All right. Assume away.
So, Seraphim, you can get. Well, can you get both of us in there? Can you get us out?
Yes, well, with the magical powers that I have right now, I could. Yes, I could bring us in and out, both of us, from about 500 feet away.
Quite a distance, and just you and one other person, right?
Yes.
Just like I saved you when Baba Lagisa almost killed us all.
Yes. Well, it's not without danger, but assuming we can get in range from the other side of the bridge, I'd be down for it.
Good, good. I think in part this war we're fighting, it's not just a war of us against him directly. It's also he seems to like making this psychological, letting us almost die, then saving us. And I think we would gain maybe a little bit of advantage if we can rattle him, get into his deepest, most fortified home, and get out with his riches. Maybe we could also use that money, you know? There doesn't seem to be a lot of money going around, and if we can spend it by either hiring people or buying their items, or maybe investing it in communities that will be willing to help us, you know? I think it's good for our cause.
Yes, for sure.
Well, good. I think...
When do you want to do this?
Well, maybe sometime if we go back eastward and stay the night there. Under the cover of night, we could do many things. And also, I think from Valaki, I could also turn into an eagle, for example, and fly us most of the way there in a way that we could evade most danger.
Sounds good.
Good, good. When the time is ripe, we'll remind each other of this, right?
Yeah, and well, I remember I asked you for a favor in return.
Yes.
Remember how Lady Eva? No, what was her name again?
Madame Eva, maybe.
Yes, Madame Eva. Said that in return for some, I believe, a barrel of wine, we would be able to get out of this place.
Yes. Yes.
Would you help me retrieving the barrel that we stole from Lady Wachter's house and returning it to Madame Eva in return for a ticket out of here?
Would we get one, or was it just for the one potion?
I don't remember.
No, me neither.
I can't stay here much longer. This place is it's getting to me.
What do you mean?
Well, ever since we visited the temple, there's been voices in my head telling me to kill more and more and more people. It's some enemy of or some opponent of Vampire, I think. And I believe that getting out of Barovia is the only way to get rid of her.
That sounds very troubling. Let me talk to Rudy. He and I have grown in power over the past days and weeks. Maybe we have some magical means to rid you of this. And if not, of course, I will help you. I do not wish you to be a danger to the people around you. Especially not myself, if you know what I mean.
Oh right, I'm still quite in control. In fact, I'm doing whatever I can not to feed it more souls because the voice only grows louder and stronger when I do.
Oh, I'm glad you told me. Let me see if I can help you as well. I'll talk to Rudy.
Thank you, Seraphim.
Of course, of course. And I head back. Did you guys already go up with the elevator?
Now we're all just waiting there. Come on.
Well, if we all fit on there,
Sure.
Godfrey.
Oh, that's where it is.
Yes.
Sorry, I can't see it all. Like,
Do you still remember how you solved it last time, Joe?
no.
Maybe exit the game and start again.
I don't want to hold anything up like that.
No,
it's
you
just
gotta
this
screw
map.
it.
Like I seen us perfectly on the other map, the one with the dire wolves and stuff on it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's this one, like I could not see for the life of me anything.
Ooh.
And it happened actually before when we were here with Vasily as well.
Can you
Like,
maybe reshare the map, Sabas? Maybe because it's a new character.
I shared everything like a few times.
Oh.
over.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but like it's just completely grayed out for me.
Okay.
Delete mask. Maybe that helps.
Oh, I can see it.
Oh yeah, boy. So
Oh,
Tony is just
yeah.
staying down.
Yeah, Tony's downstairs. He's just guarding the bottom. It's where he lives.
Alright. Dust and cobwebs fill this otherwise empty room as the elevator moves upward. The wooden floor is badly rotten. Takes a while. And as your eyes press the third floor, you can see that time and the elements have all but destroyed this chamber. Leaving a gash in the northwest wall and slimy black mildew on the other walls. The wooden floor is completely rotted and it has begun to fall away in places. You've seen all this before, and you look up, and as the elevator moves upward, you see the lights coming in from the upper windows. The moonlight, because it's still nighttime. And as the
Praise
elevator
Saturday.
moves up, it slows down a bit. And finally, it stops at the top of the tower. What do you do?
The rotten floors you described.
Yeah.
Like, does the tower seem worse off since the last time we've been here?
No.
Okay.
Still the same rotting. Please give me your movements to the other
Yes.
room because I can't be bothered to do it.
Because I'm lazy. Rudy's gonna go and sit at his desk.
Sorry, I have to move all of you a bit in the way. Lorm, you're going outside?
Ooh.
The whole thing just froze up for a second.
That's what it does.
And now I can't find my character. Oh, this is fun.
It's on the bottom. There you are.
I will move you.
I go towards von Richten. Von Richten, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Seraphim.
Remember how everyone in the chamber with the amber sarcophagi got weird?
Indeed, I remember it well. I was one of those people that went a bit weird.
Yes. Trish told me in confidence, but I was allowed to talk with you about this, but she feels like she has some residual feelings and urges that stem from that visit.
A curse, maybe?
Well, we talked about this, that we should maybe investigate the effects of curses or other ways of influencing lives. I think I would propose to Trish tomorrow. I feel that I've grown into the ability to remove curses. Maybe you could look into this. Maybe you have other ways of restoring people's abilities, or...
I did it to you, do you not remember? I could try a greater restoration on her.
Yes, well, if you would try that, I'm all out of powers today, but tomorrow I'll be able to. If you wouldn't mind, I would like to try and help her as best as we can before she needs to go and look elsewhere for solutions. You understand?
You know, if I use a scroll, does that use a spell slot?
No. It's already in the scroll.
So if I spend an hour now writing a scroll of greater restoration at my desk, could I use it without using the spell slot?
Yes, but you would have to roll an Arcana check to see if you do it right.
I think there's also a cost to it, but that's in the player handbook.
Let's see what the cost is.
100 GP. And diamond dust.
So, can you look it up for me?
Yeah. I've seen people complain about this because it's almost not like worth the.
The component to greater restoration is diamond dust worth at least 100 GP, which the spell consumes.
Do you have diamond dust?
I do now, yes, of course I do.
Roll me a luck roll, just a straight D100.
Oh, you do it on the D10, don't you?
No,
Then
D100.
no.
Exactly a D100.
I do a D100.
Maybe it's the...
Someone want to help me out here? How do I roll a D100?
I think you can, in the chat, you can just like type /roll D100.
Yeah.
Or right click the D10 and just do the percentage.
Percentage. Yep.
Ah, yes, I see.
You check all of the drawers in your desk, and you see a very small pouch, and it has indeed diamond dust.
Hey.
While
Did you say-
Seraphim and Rudy are talking about scribbling down stuff, does anybody else want to do something?
Ted, there's a resounding no.
Well,
I'll
I
take
was
it as a
gonna.
no. Yeah.
I was gonna say I was gonna meditate on the strange knowledge that popped up in my head in the temple.
All right. Is there any goal to this meditation, or?
Just trying to understand it.
All right.
Do you still remember what it was, or do I need to type it back out?
Just type it back out because I remember, but do you remember? This is a
I
test.
do. I wrote
Alwyn.
it down.
No,
I
this
wrote
is a
it down.
This is a test, Alwyn. Let's see if you really remember.
So how do I whisper towards the
Slash
GM again?
slash W space GM space message.
Do a test first.
Yep, do a test first. That's what I just did.
Trish, you hog the bed.
That was
course I
my
do.
first thought.
All right.
Like, I'm completely exhausted, and Trish is hogging the complete bed.
Test indeed, Lorem. Zark.
Well,
That's a good idea. Let's work this out.
I thought maybe because I already missed the chance.
Yeah.
Like I know personally that I missed the chance to do that, or at
Yeah.
least who would
Yeah,
learn
yeah,
about it
yeah.
just for fear of losing other things.
Yeah.
So
We can work on this. Give me like a few moments to work on
Oh,
this.
yeah,
and then,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
we can
yeah.
do this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, Seraphim, you looked up your how to copy a spell.
Yeah.
So basically,
Well, or how to write a scroll. Yeah, specifically.
yeah. So for a 4th level spell, you have to spend 2 weeks just continuously writing.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think, where is it? People have been complaining about this because this comes out of Xanathar.
Mm-hmm.
The player handbook and the Dungeon Master's hand guide don't have anything about this, and Xanathar gave this as like a suggestion. So there are like no official rules on it. You may do as you please.
All right. Well, that way, Rudy, you try to copy it. And basically, you try to copy it from memory. And you put your quill to the parchment, and you just draw a blank.
Ooh, writer's block.
You have no idea how to do this at this moment.
Maybe I should try again later.
Maybe you
Got a
should
bit-
try again after a rest or something.
Yeah.
When you can hit that DC.
But Von Rixen, if you still have the spell slot available, as they say, you could try it with Trish right now instead of spending.
That's my point. I don't have the slot available right now.
Oh,
So to
Okay.
speak, I used it on that dawn spell.
yes. Okay, let's do it tomorrow then. And if it were to help her, it would also be a great finding. If anything were to happen to the rest of the group, we could immediately solve it, the both of us.
Indeed. Can I just check? I'm going to assume Trish is sleeping by now, or just relaxing. Just can I just go past her and slowly just like look at her and see if she is cursed? Can I sense that she's cursed or not from
Are
my
you
medical
asking
background?
me, the DM, if Trish is sleeping?
Well, I'm asking both of you if Trish is. I'm just kind of walking nonchalantly past, like do 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 do. Well, just
Richard,
gazing over.
you can just ask her, really.
Well, I thought you wanted to keep this a bit low key.
But she knows.
I know she knows, but not everyone else knows. This is why you were talking downstairs. You think none of us could hear you from 5 foot away? So Trish, How do you feel?
Tired?
Apart from the tired, you know what you was talking with...
Ah,
you know what I'm
um,
talking about.
Well, yes. Well, but also just yeah, tired of this place. I want to leave this place.
No, I think we all want to leave this place, but... this seems a bit different.
Yes. Well, I guess you don't hear the voices then.
I do not know. Can I give her a check over? May I have your permission just to have a little check over you? Don't worry, I am a doctor.
Well, if you think it will help.
Of course, step into my surgery and I'll just push everything off my desk. Lie down on the couch. Lie down on the table, please.
Zuckert is in the bed with Trish. Is that something we need to address, or?
I'm the big spoon.
All right. Good to know.
I figured Trish is a small humanoid,
Yes.
and she's at the foot of the bed. Like, I figured there would be enough room for me to comfortably not
Yeah.
invade. You know.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm at the foot of the bed. I'm sleeping like a cat.
Plus,
Curled
I
up.
really don't need to sleep. But if I'm gonna do it in a leisurely way,
Yeah.
then the king's got to lay on a bed.
Yeah. All right. So that's settled. Rudy, you asked Trish what now again?
Well, I've just walked back over to my desk, pushed everything off. Trish, if you'd like to lie down on the desk, I can give you an examination. This is my examination table.
I walk up there a bit hesitantly, but I lie down on the table.
I get everything that looks like a whisk with a drill on the end. Yes, yes, yes. Don't worry. Not invasive.
Is this
What?
gonna hurt?
Oh, no. Not
Right.
at all.
Rudy, what are you trying to do here?
Well, first, I'm gonna feel like if I can sense any sort of magic curse on top of her. First, like just by looking at it, if there's any kind of markings or if there's like any auras or anything coming off of it that would suggest a curse, kind of thing. Look at that extra eye she's got and go, ooh.
Well, it's one of many extra eyes at this moment.
Oh.
Roll an Arcana check, and Seraphim, you're helping, right?
Yeah, I'm aiding.
Yeah.
And if anything, I would talk to Rudy about, like, I'd like to find out if there's a curse at play specifically.
You can tell that there is, with a 24, you can tell that there's nothing magical going on, but maybe something supernatural. Maybe something divine, be it good or evil.
Could I do a history check to think if I've ever if I've ever come across something like this before?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah. I don't quite know.
Now, you're looking at it and you are doing the like lay on hands, but not D&D like, but actually lay on hands to feel if there's something there. You can tell that there's something supernatural, divine going on. Divine can be either good or bad. But you
Could I do a religion check?
Sure.
See what type of... Oh, no, never mind.
No, you have lost your religion a long time ago when Erasmus was taken. How can a just God,
Do
how
such
can
a bad
just
thing.
gods allow this thing to happen? And the fact that you renounced all of the gods, except for maybe one or two, there's no religion help here.
Rudy, isn't there a spell that would something like protection from good and evil? I've read about that.
Just let me check my prepared spell list to see if I've already got. No, but if we have a rest, I could, of course, prepare this spell.
Wait, let's see.
Oh, here. Yeah, the target also cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. I
Well,
just
that's
thought
also-
of this from what Sebas was saying. Protection from evil and good is the spell.
Protect.
Is that something that would make sense from what you're saying, DM?
It's something that you can certainly try.
Okay.
Like, it makes sense because you thought of it. So
Yeah, but like I'm trying to get a grasp on what you're saying because you're saying it's divine, but like as a player, it doesn't immediately like ring a bell
divine
as.
is like godlike, and there are certain types of god. You have the new gods and the old gods.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say that this doesn't have the feeling of the new gods, which are, for the most part, good and just. It has sort of a old god feeling, like almost everything in Barovia.
Mm-hmm.
You can certainly
Unfortunate.
try protection from good and evil,
Mm-hmm.
but you have no idea if what is happening would be affected by this spell.
Okay.
You can say I'm looking through my spell book and just go, unfortunately, Seraphim, that particular spell only lasts 10 minutes. It wouldn't be
Oh,
good
yeah.
as a long-term effect.
Yes. Well, in any case, we would need to. Yes.
If we try a greater restoration in the morning, I'm willing to prepare it now. First thing, we go outside,
Yes.
we try the spell.
We get. Yes. Lorem,
Yes.
you also were very anxious to touch the amber sarcophagi, right?
There was a certain anxiety to get closer to it, yes.
Yes. Do you still feel that?
There's like a scratching in the back, but of my skull, but it's not like there's anything compelling me to go now.
But so you do not hear voices of any kind.
As far as I can tell, I'm the only one in my head.
Good, good, good.
Good to know.
Zakid, how about you?
As
Do
far
you
as
have
I know,
voices?
my seeds have been planted. There are
what-
no.
What does that
Always
mean?
is cryptic.
Yes, well, he tries to, but what does that mean, Zakid? Are you planning on having children, or what does it mean?
Yeah, you know, like you say, things grow from seeds. You know. No, as far as I know, I don't hear him no more. I did what he asked. I
What
tried
was it?
anyways. He wanted me to set him free.
Did you?
Who?
Well, I made an attempt in his name. Do you guys remember? Like, can we go into that? Like, I can tell them about my experience in the room.
You can do whatever you want. It's your character.
Okay. Do you guys remember when you guys came to the room to come get me? None of those creatures that were in the room that Rudy sealed up, none of them were attacking me. They actually all moved away so I could actually attack the amber sarcophagus that was in there. The man that I met in my dreams, I think, was a little bit different from the man that from the gods that everybody else met. I believe every other god here, well, or in the amber sarcophagus, was afraid of the god that reached out to me. They wouldn't even dare speak his name.
So
If
not
I'm-
only have you released a god,
if I'm
you've probably
correct.
released the most deadly god.
I've only cracked his amber shell.
Hopefully that seal on the room held.
But he was who everyone else was afraid of. I'm just throwing it out there, but maybe, just maybe, he can be the one to help us take on Vampire.
Yes, but what do we get in return? Maybe something worse, so good.
Do we really want to
But I
trust
get to be
something
king.
that's evil?
Yes, you seem very concentrated on that, indeed.
But yes. That's
What
the
did you say,
goal.
Lauren?
Those things in the sarcophagi, they were evil. Do we really want the help of something evil that even terrifies the other evil things in there to kill something that is just equally as evil? The ends do not justify the means in this.
Mm.
Releasing one evil is not the way to defeat the other evil.
An astute point, but I'm fearing that there's not much good in this place. When was the last
That's
time
always-
you met a good person?
Well, there were the children.
The children, not even them, were exactly good. One of them was possessed with a demon. Two of them that we met were actually spirits. And I mean, in fact, their entire house was a fraud.
Vistani children I was in charge of were not evil at all. They were just children.
The bloody
Until they were
Vistani are
taken.
all swindling.
Well, we don't know that much about you yet. Maybe you should open up a little during these long rests.
Everything in its time and place. I don't know you lot that well either.
Well, it's only been a week so far, and I've lost everything I've had. So maybe now's the time.
What have you lost exactly?
I've lost my brother. I've lost my body. I am now in a host body. I
And
have
you
nothing
lost.
to go home to because me and my brother killed him all. I've lost quite a bit,
I'm
and it's
just.
about time I gained something.
I don't think that's the right mindset.
It
Well.
not but also remember that the Vistani did have you tied up when we met you.
Yes, I lost my charge. My ward, as it were. The ones I was in responsible for. The child got abducted by something and they blamed me for not paying attention.
It's probably taken by then.
Zucker, I feel like I'm in a dilemma. Because on one hand, I respect anyone's ambitions, no matter how small or big they are. Sometimes I feel like the lengths you are willing to go to become king, at times you start to sound like a young Strahd willing to strike a bargain.
Well, Seraphim, it depends on the bargain. Does it not?
I agree.
And if somebody takes over, even in a plane of dread, which we know now that we are in, if somebody takes over, wouldn't you want it to be somebody who has friends like these?
Well, I have no
Or would you
intentions.
much rather Madame Ava?
Let's say I'm not against the idea of you wanting to become king here. The only thing I am worried maybe at times about is, like I said, the lengths you're willing to go to become that king.
It matters not the lengths of what I go to. What matters is what happens when Strahd is out of power.
I agree.
And if a few people without souls have to be sacrificed, what's the cost?
Well, they are still people, Socket. Don't you think?
Are they?
Well, we don't
You
even
don't
know if
know.
this plane will still be here after we've defeated him.
No,
Exactly.
but do you know more than we do in that sense? Do you have something to share here?
I have nothing to share.
Besides, one man's morality is not the other's, so what's to say that you don't become another Strahd?
We have attacked this thing in this sense that if Strahd gets defeated, everything will go back to normal. Okay?
Do we know this for certain?
No.
No.
But this is the way we've attacked it. We have came at Strahd, like defeating him is the only way to bring normalcy back to this plane.
And vampire.
And
Strahd and
yes.
vampire.
Yes, yes.
I don't think
But the thing
Strahd...
is, we've attacked it. Like getting rid of Strahd is the only answer. Strahd has came to us himself and said that he will step down if somebody proves
Yes.
that they are worthy of it.
You believe that?
I believe that 100%. Look how much we've lost in the last... How long have we been here, DM? It's only been like a week and a half, right?
A bit more.
Well,
It's about 3 weeks.
2
now.
weeks, 3 weeks, yeah.
Okay. But look at how much we lost in that short of time. And how much information we've gained. At first, we were in a huge time crunch. Hurry up, defeat Strahd, or hurry up and get his quest done before the time. That time's over. We're still
Yes.
standing.
There's one problem with the plan, though, Zakid. To make him stand down, you must give him Irina. We don't have Irina.
I don't think it has to be Irina. I just think that somebody has to show a worthiness. He gave us each a quest, okay? Some of them are completely simple. We can
Like
go
hand
there.
me over.
Right, exactly. We could do those in a day.
Nothing is ever simple, though.
No. Some
I
of them
already
are.
fulfilled mine.
Exactly. If you look at them on the surface, some of them are completely simple. And then some of them are harder. Like, for example, in my old body, I was told, go find werewolves, stop them from kidnapping children. Have you seen a werewolf? Have you heard from a werewolf? Other than Liam, which I personally seen transform myself, have we seen a werewolf? Have we heard of werewolves? No,
No, we haven't.
What were
exactly.
the other quests?
Mine was to rid the windmill of the hags that
Of
live
the
there.
hags? Yes. Which Strahd himself came and rescued me and Bax from in the first place.
But he's not offering me the throne.
By
No.
doing
Yeah.
these tasks, making him stronger.
But do they, though?
The hags, were they very powerful? Were they distorting the land in some way?
They were making
Ooh.
children into pies.
She almost killed me. Back saved me without knowing it.
And she even popped out one of our eyeballs. My eyeball, I believe.
Yes.
But what was so special about the hags that Strahd wanted them gone?
Nothing. When Strahd saved my life against the hags, they were completely in fear of him. Completely. 100% fulfilled his will. Did what the hell he said. Everybody who we have met is completely afraid of Strahd. I mean, obviously, he could do this himself.
So what's the point in sending you? You're obviously no threat to him. He could take us all out within seconds.
Oh, I'm a threat to him. He knows it.
But you strike an interesting point, though. When we were fighting the druids, they revere him. When we were fighting Agatha, she did not interfere when he visited.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we are at one of his quests, we seem to be fighting his allies. That
Something's
is
off.
strange. I feel like they are nothing more than games at times.
Yeah. Especially
Not-
with the hags. I mean, the hags was like almost a dead giveaway. I mean, he sent us to destroy the hags.
You've told me that this Strahd is a master strategist.
Indeed.
So nothing he does would be mere games. Everything would lead to a bigger purpose, something that will benefit him in the end.
Well,
Exactly.
if you have no allies, you have no one who wants to eventually rise above you.
No, if you have no allies, you're alone on the battlefield.
Well, my impression would be that keeping us busy would be a great distraction of finding means of standing against him.
Or there's a bigger game at play.
There is.
Well-
You think about it. What does Strahd himself want to do?
He wants Tatiana.
Moreover,
out.
moreover than that, he knows after eons or decades, I should say, Strahd knows that Tatiana is out of touch, out of reach for him. This is his loop.
Yeah, it will remain this way.
Right. And we are in his loop. Maybe he wants to break it.
Yes.
I think you may have a point there.
I think
But-
he is trying each and every time this reloops for his life and new adventurers come in. Maybe he's trying to sway them in the right direction to try and break his loop.
Or maybe Strahd is not the enemy we think he is. Just hear me out on this one. This is just a thought that popped up. What if Strahd is actually actively trying to destroy Vampire, either to take over or to become more powerful? I don't know. But he's actively trying to destroy Vampire by destroying the things that give Vampire power.
Well, do we know if anybody who we've fought so far has
Well-
prayed to Vampire?
Well, it's not so much prey. Emotions are food for Vampire. Especially the dread emotions. We were told as much. So whenever Strahd feels down, he feeds Vampire. Whenever things in this land seem dark and dangerous, it feeds Vampire. What if, by destroying all his allies, we destroy the darkness that feeds Vampire, and Vampire becomes weaker, at which point Strahd will try to kill him, or take over from Vampire?
Well, or we're actually feeding the very thing by giving it souls.
Have you made this land better by destroying the hags?
Yes. There's less
Yes.
of that. Addicts now.
Arguably.
Yes,
So-
dream pies were very, very addictive, and it was a blight on the land.
You've told me about this temple with the paladins, with the silver dragon for which you had to get the skull.
That's where Godfrey's from.
That's where Godfrey's from, yeah.
Tell him.
Right.
So Godfrey
So,
turns around like,
so what if by restoring the paladins, the skull of the dragon, we bring another piece of light in this land? I take it Strahd kind of sort of put you up to that as well?
Sir Godfrey, tell me about the beacon. What will happen if we light the beacon?
I remember when the beacon shone upon the land like a beacon.
A beacon
I
of
felt-
hope?
Indeed. Of hope, I am lacking the word. Of defiance against the darkness. I felt invigorated as everyone did with me. But then the beacon was snuffed out. And even though a cat is at my feet, meow. Indeed, Nix, indeed. Even though... Wait, let me show you this cat. Meow,
Nice cat.
meow. Silence. And even though this beacon was lit, that time, the moment it was snuffed out, me and my allies felt like there was something missing in our vigor, in our attacks, in our joie de vivre. I really went there, yes. I think that lighting the beacon would release us, or some of us, of our curse, and yet aid you in your quest, whatever it may be. This was my TED Talk.
So, if I understand this correctly, if we light a beacon, a piece of hope will be restored. If we stop the werewolves from eating children, a piece of despair will vanish.
But other than Liam, I have no knowledge of any other werewolves in Barovia.
They were supposed to be up north of the lake.
All of you roll me a history check.
Can I roll one?
Everybody.
Oh no, I rolled deception there.
Ooh, Trish.
Well,
Can I still use it since it's dirty 20?
yeah, you can. Rudy, you're talking like, werewolves.
Werewolves.
Werewolves. And Trish, you're
The
like,
wolf
wolves. There were wolf hunters in Barovia. No,
Also,
no, no.
Trish, you can get off the table now.
No, not in Barovia. In,
Valaki.
Valaki, yes. So all of you like gather around, and you know that there were wolf hunters in Valaki. You have seen that one of them was strung up out of the gate. You didn't see the other one, so that would lead you to believe that at least one of them is still alive. Maybe he would know something about this.
Because we're talking about the intentions of Strahd, I want to lay out 2 points. For one, we have understood that Strahd is bored out of his mind. He is playing with us for the most part. And he has told us so much that we are his entertainment. And second, we do know that he feels stuck here. He has told us he cannot leave, and at times he wishes to. He cannot escape the torment of not getting Irina. Those are the 2 things we know for certain. He is bored, and he cannot escape the torment. And I think everything he does should be laid against those 2 points. So that's why I'm saying that maybe these quests he gave us are mere games to keep him entertained. Because we have given him reason to kill us multiple times.
Except for, I think, I strongly have a personal belief that he is trying to find a successor, not to take power, but for somebody else to be cursed by
Take his
Vampire.
place.
I think he's looking for somebody else to take his place from Vampire. So
As
he
his
can finish
champion.
off, yep. So he can finish off the rest of his days as a simp for Irina.
I
Yes,
think you may be right, Suckhead. But
that makes a lot of sense.
It all makes sense. Like all these things that he sent us, he can do himself, but they're tests to see if we can actually complete them.
I think it's part of the whole test. I think, and just hear me out on this one. We used to have this game at the temple where we needed to build a certain shape. But each and every one of the participants only got a square of the shape. We only got told one tiny piece of what the shape was supposed to be. We had to run across the mountains to the valleys, across the rivers, the freezing rivers, towards the other side where there was another temple. And our teachers would wait up for us there and try to intercept us. So each piece would build into this shape. But we could only complete it if we followed each and every instruction, and for that, each and every one had to complete his or her trek towards the other temple. What if your quests are the same? Each and every one of you has been given a small piece of the puzzle, as it were, without knowing what the end goal is, because the only person that knows the end goal is the designer, in this case Strahd.
Yeah, astute point, but to complete these tasks, one of the tasks is to destroy the Silver Dragon.
Yes, why would he not tell us? That's what's bothering me. Why
Because
would he
he's
not tell
trying-
us?
He's trying to fool Vampire, is what I'm thinking. He's trying to make it seem like he's making it hard on us, like he's just playing another game. Well, in reality, everything we do is weakening Vampire, so that Strahd in the end can escape, but leave a proxy behind that will be the new vassal for Vampire. That way,
I'm
Strahd can break loose, and the new person is bound to Strahd's curse.
I'm willing to do that
Of course you are, Zuck.
if the rest of you get to go home.
Is there any way if I can discern if this is even close to the truth, Mr. GM?
Completely.
Inside check.
Well, if this is what you believe has to be done, then this is what you believe has to be done. Like, there's no rule. Like, there's no plot device rule. There's no end game meta magic. See if I'm right rule. So if this is what you think has to happen, then this is what you think has to happen.
Was Lauren trying to see whether he's truthful?
Mhm.
Truthful in his own words, or truthful in the greater scheme of things, like this needs to happen to end this adventure.
I don't know. I mean,
Or-
like,
Truthful to see as in, does it even make sense to himself what he's saying right now? Because he's seeing
Does
all
it?
these puzzle pieces, but
Me? 100%.
Yeah.
okay.
Lorem, does it make sense to yourself what you're saying?
yeah, it does.
All right.
The only. Let's just say. We are not certain of Strahd's intentions. We can try and find them out. And in the meanwhile, we know, separate from Strahd's intentions, how to destroy the origins of evil in these lands, which is Vampire. And I think if we destroy Vampire, Zuckert might be enabled to become king in any case.
How does one destroy a god?
Not a
By
god,
being
it's just
stronger
a
than
vampire.
a god.
And I think we. And DM, correct me if I'm wrong here, but Exathancer said we need to defeat the champion, which is Strahd, and then perform a ritual to destroy Vampire.
Well,
In the place where he's sleeping.
once we destroy the vessel, Vampire shows himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. And like what Exathanter said was that you would perform the ritual to recapture him in Amber. I don't like. I think I told you. I know I told you. Yeah, I told you that trying to kill the Elder Gods, they lost like a gazillion wizards
Yeah.
trying, and then they found out that instead of killing them, they could just trap them in amber with a certain ritual.
DM, did we receive the spell slots from leveling up, or do we receive those after a long rest?
Well, I could tell that you receive them right now, but this whole tower, if you remember, has an anti-magic field. So there's nothing you can do inside this tower with
Magically.
magic.
No. I may have a small spot of light that I can shine on our questions. I have this skull from the tree of the person that tried to destroy it. I could try speaking to it outside of this tower. We may get some answers.
I will join you.
Well, anyone that's interested, let's go outside. And I'll go outside.
Do you want us to do the whole
Elevated
avatar moving
music.
thing, or are we just going outside DM?
Well, let's make it this way. Lorem is also going, so
Yep.
it's Seraphim, Rudy, Lorem, and Trish.
Don't you want to know, Saked?
I'm way too exhausted.
Okay, I understand.
Bax jumps off the table that he was sitting on quietly, stumbles, and hits his head on the floor, just knocked out.
I'll ask
dear.
I'll ask Sir Godfrey to join, and
Oh, Max. Well, have some sleep. Maybe it's better.
All right. So,
Can I ask? I was gonna say, can I ask Sir Godfrey a question on our way down?
do it now?
Yes, Sir Godfrey. So, how many lives have you lived being a revenant?
More than I would care to remember. My battle, my plight has been long and foolish. But I feel that this time, we might have a chance. Just a second, I need to pee.
And he
Oh.
turns around, whips out his rotten, mangled
Ayo.
phallus, and just pees all the way down. Let's
Oh
have a
dear.
small-
well, it's a good moment because I need to determine 5 questions to ask the skull. So just think about it.
You do that. I'm gonna go and see Susie outside.
Okay.
Hey, Pops, are you still going to the races? Okay, Carrie is going to call off work. She's working till 11 o'clock tonight, but she's going to call off at 6. All right, Pops. Bye. Kind of feel bad for the father-in-law.
What's up?
He wanted us to go to dinner tonight, like a cookout, and
Mhm.
then go to the races later on tonight. And the wife's scheduled from 2 p.m. till 11 p.m. And she's heartbroken that the father-in-law called earlier today to see if we were coming up for dinner and stuff like that and going to the races later on tonight. And he ain't got much time left.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So apparently she's calling off work and we're going at 6.
So that's that's 10 for us, right?
I think so. Right now it's 3 for me.
So that's 2.5 hours. Oh, well, no, we're fine.
Yeah, plenty of time, yeah.
Joe, do you have like a good question for the skull? I have. How did you die?
Well, who was he?
Oh yeah, who are you? That's a good one. Yeah.
Because one of the things, are we still being recorded?
I imagine we are.
Oh, okay. Who was he? That's it.
Send
Like
a whisper,
that's it.
Joe. Send
Yeah.
a whisper. Well, maybe a wide.
I'll send you a whisper of kind of what I was trying to get at earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be asked,
No.
but maybe the name can give some validity.
Okay.
Is that the word?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I have. How did you die? Who are you? Why did you try to fell the tree? That is what I have so far.
Something along these words.
Oh. Okay.
Because I missed my chance at the temple. Apparently, I should have asked.
That's what I was trying to help you with.
I know, but there was some weird shit going on in the corner that it was just easier to skip, so that way we continue to learn knowledge.
What I hoped for was that you would still ask and then reset him.
Well, I was in the point of wondering if maybe in my dreams, you know.
Huh. Okay. Okay. I need one more question. Oh, maybe I'll get a question based on the answers we get.
Or based on the actual tree itself.
Yeah. Yeah, like what does the tree do or something.
Right. Something along that line.
Maybe that's even better than asking why did you try to fell the tree, actually.
So you guys arrive at the ground floor of this
Yes.
tower.
Hey, Tony.
Pat Tony on the head.
Rawr.
Hello, Tony. Rawr.
Rawr.
Meow.
Yeah. What do you do?
I grab a rock and I wedge it in the door so I don't have to do the fucking silly dance again.
Fuck.
That's actually really...
Well done. Inspiration for you
Thank
there,
you.
Rudy.
Just wedge it in the door.
I find a nice place in the grass.
As you guys are moving out, you see a large wagon. As you come out to your left, Rudy, you can tell, like immediately, that this is Esmeralda's wagon.
Wait, what?
What? I'm just gonna look at it. What? Hold up. Was this here when we first arrived?
No.
No.
So this happened in like 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
Parked at the entrance is a sturdy carnival wagon. Its colorful paint peeling off, faced lettering on its side spells out "Do not enter." A heavy padlock secures the back door. What
We're gonna-
do you do?
I'm going to walk up to it and start banging on the side of it. Esmeralda!
I'm taking up a defensive stance because I don't trust it at all, and I take a few steps back just in case.
Actually, before I bang, can I put my ear to the door to hear if I can hear any movement inside or any sort of life?
Sure, and as you are moving closer, you can tell that under layers of mud, this wagon sports a fresh coat of rather purple paint, and the wheels have a gold trim. A brass lantern hangs from each corner, and red drapes cover a tombstone-shaped window on each side. The heavy lock that I said before is steel and secures the back door. And on this lock also is a sign that reads "Keep out."
When you say fresh paint, does it look like it's been faked or is it just touched up? like a new lick of paint on top, or does it look like someone's made up a cart to look like Esmeralda's wagon?
Investigation check.
Is this a fake?
It looks, as far as you can tell, like the paint is fresh compared to your own wagon's paint. Like this is a wagon that has not seen decades of wear and tear. And you know that Esmeralda has been your apprentice for nigh on 4 years, so very
Too
shy
fresh.
of a decade.
This might be a bit creative use of the spell DM, but if I point towards the cart, I have met Esmeralda, right? If I send message, even though I'm not certain she's there, if I assume she's there, would it arrive?
You try to message inside the cart,
Yeah, to Esmeralda.
and all you get is static.
Is there a way we can send up a flare to alert Zuckhead that something has happened again?
Do you have a flare?
Well, this might be interesting. I could try the following. I try and send from outside to inside a message to Zuckhead.
Static.
I will just climb the outside of the wall all the way up.
That's funny.
I have spider climbing ability, like it's what I can do, and then just like go and knock on the window at the top floor, and and tell Zakat to come down because Esmeralda's there,
I rush.
and I tell him to bring backs.
The moment you climb up the side of the tower, Trish, you hear a rather weird sound. And you're on the first floor, Trish. I will move you there on the side. So you are there. You see yourself, right?
Yeah.
On the side. You hear a very weird sound, almost like a thunderclap. And as if out of nowhere, you see a blue dragon appear. Everybody roll for initiative as this blue dragon
Holy shit!
gets a fucking surprise round.
What?
A fucking dragon.
What?
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 Why is there a dragon hiding in that damn tower?
As it fit.
Breathes lightning at Sir Godfrey, who succeeds on his saving throw, and he takes, I shit you not, 10 d10 lightning damage.
Hold on. If he's in,
What?
if the dragon's inside the tower, how's
not.
it using magic? Oh,
It's
alright.
not inside the tower.
In the tower.
It's not inside the tower because everybody's outside the tower, so is the dragon. That's a whopping 32 points of damage because he takes half.
Wow.
Jesus.
First up, Sir Godfrey. What does he do?
Well. Good question. Well, he would simply attack it, I assume. He has not regained his spell slot, so that's gonna be not as good. Oh, well, natural 20 will help.
20.
That hits, right?
That hits, yes. And
16 damage.
16 damage.
Second attack. That's a 17.
It glances off its armor, like its scaly armor.
Shit.
What are you doing here?
And he will pass his turn.
Tony.
Tony.
Tony's gonna hear the ruckus outside and run out.
Bursts open the door. Runs
Rawr.
outside. Rawr.
Goes meow. And uses his lovely. Which one hits harder? Ooh, his lovely claw attack. A miss. Or is that?
Like the scales just block the attack again.
Shing. And that'll be Tony's turn.
Bax, fast asleep. I will remove him from the public record for now. Surfing.
This is fucked.
Yeah.
Because Seraphim is already a bit low on HP. Seraphim is gonna... Like, does it look like he's within reach if he, like, moves this way?
No.
Like,
he's
would that provoke?
Just out of reach.
Okay. So he's going to... Well, that was 15... He is going to... Yeah, I did not want to move exactly like that. I wanted to point out. He's going to... Well, fucking firebolt the thing, I guess. 16?
It just glances off its scaly armor again.
Okay. Then he is going to hide behind this corner.
Alrighty. Mr. Rudy.
Mr. Rudy's gonna use Spirit Guardians.
Oh, good.
So now 15 foot in circle, or is it like that, isn't it? Or is it? Oh, it's a 30 foot circumference, isn't it? It's not that bad. No. And then he's gonna run into the doorway and hold the door open for a tactical retreat.
Alrighty. The moment
And
you do
that'll-
this, your Spirit Guardian dissipates.
As I saw you move, I was like, what are you doing? 100% Luke.
That's my turn.
So, this creature makes 3 attacks. It tries to bite Sir Godfrey. A 19. I think that hits.
Let me see. Oh, yeah.
Alright. So that's 2d10 plus 5 plus 1d10 lightning damage. That's 20 damage.
He can take it.
Indeed he can. Oh shit, I didn't do this one. That's used. So not that. It uses a claw attack against Tony at 24, and Tony does that hit.
He does.
It does, yes.
Alright. That's almost max damage. 6 and a 5. And that's 16 damage to Tony. Tries its other claw against Tony. A 28.
I
boy.
think that hits, yes.
Hits as well. Does. Another 10 damage to Tony.
Tony.
No,
Oh no, Tony! Trish, you're seeing this happen right below you. What do you do?
I'm going to continue climbing up.
Alright.
No, I'm.
I will just move you. Oh shit, that's the wrong screen. That's 1. And that's 2. Well, 2. There you go.
Yeah. How many feet would you say that is?
30 feet.
Okay, so I have 25 movement feet, but I will use my cunning action to dash to move the extra 5 feet. And then I will climb over to the window here. And I will like start hitting the window, yelling at Zuck to open it. Or is there a way to open it from the inside? From the outside, I mean.
You, well, with your spider climb ability, you have suction on your hands. So you can put your hand against the glass and pull it open.
Alright, yeah, cool. I'll do that then. So I will pull it open. I am going to climb in. And I am going to stand like on the in the window and take out my bow and fire an arrow at the dragon all the way down.
Alright.
Sweet.
Why do I have disadvantage? What?
Oh, the map thinks you're way too far because you're.
Because yeah.
But you dropped a natural 20, so let's just use that natural 20. Which means that is
I wouldn't
a
mind.
critical hit.
Cool. So I will take critical.
Any damage you do, press the critical button on the... Yeah, alright.
Yep.
That's a whopping 9 damage.
Woo! Yay. And then I assume I'm getting sneak attack?
You assume correctly.
Does that also get critical, or how does that work?
Sure.
Cool. Very cool. Let's see. Magic. Woo!
Nice.
That's not bad.
32 damage in 1 round. Well done, Trish.
Nice.
And then I will take a cautious step back into the room and yell at Zucket to wake up. There's a fucking dragon down there.
Thank you. Yes. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Alright. Lorem, you're up. What do you do?
First I'll shout to Seraphim, use the scaffolding, get to the 2nd floor. The tower's magical protected or something, right? Should be safe from the dragon attacks.
Yes.
And then I'll rush forward about here. Do I still have... I can hit him over here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. And then I attack him with my quarterstaff as the first attack. Wait, let me target him. Ah, that's a 5.
A 9, and no, it doesn't hit.
Then I'll attack him with a quarterstaff attack again. That's once again a 5. A 10, I mean.
That's a 10. Right? His armor is so good.
Yeah, it just bounces off. And then I use my extra action for, let me see, because I have it here somewhere. Unarmored defense. I'll post it here. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong one.
That's something you have just
Standard,
to get.
basically.
Yeah.
I was meaning to go for. God dang it, I can't find it now. Sorry, I'll use a key point to disengage and rush towards the door.
Alright. 45 feet, so does your key point give you
The 5 with the key point to disengage, it's called. Let me see what it's called again. Martial arts. Now I can use a key point to basically do the same thing Trish does. Disengage without being able to be attacked.
Yeah.
And I can rush the final 5 feet of my movement towards the door. And then I'll be standing right in front of the door.
Alright.
So there. And I've already moved the key point.
Alrighty. Is it your turn?
And that's my turn.
Right, Zuck. You rush 25 feet towards the window. What
The
do you
window. Yep. I look down after hearing Trish's screams about a dragon and stuff, or an attack. I look outside. Doesn't look like the rest of the members who are on the ground floor are actively trying to run away.
Well, from your vantage point now, you can only see Lorne rushing to the door, and Sir Godfrey and Tony fighting this dragon.
Then I yell at the top of my lungs to run for the tower. And
Run!
Right, Sir Godfrey, what does he do?
He keep going on. That's a 21 hit.
21 hits indeed.
That's going to be an additional 10 damage. Second attack. Does a 12 hit? I don't think it does.
Second attack misses.
Okay. That's going to be his turn.
Tony.
Can Tony jump over these two?
He can.
He's going to disengage and jump over them two.
Okay.
He runs a right cry.
He needs a dexterity check with advantage, though.
You can do it.
You've got a +2. So roll a 20 with advantage.
Oh, no, hold on, that didn't roll it.
Roll a 20 with advantage. That's a 5. Again.
Why the advantage button working?
11. He is badly wounded. Badly wounded by this creature. And he tries to jump. And the muddy ground, he just slips.
Tony, no! And I'll be
Seraphim will use his 5th level spell slot for the first time and cast Spiritual Weapon at 5th level.
Alright.
He will cast it next to the dragon here. And seeing as that is his bonus action, he will move here, then here. Wait. How much was that? 10? So he is going to run Don't walk him yet. He is going to run here by dashing.
Dash is a bonus action, right? And you
No.
already used your bonus action.
No, it's an action, but for rogues. Rogues have cunning action, that's different.
So you already moved 10.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I was trying to make it a total of 60. Yeah, this way.
Alrighty.
And the spiritual weapon is going to attack. That's here. Does a 22 hit?
Does indeed.
Well, here comes. That's level. No, that's the wrong one. Level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. That's 4d8, I believe. 21 damage.
21 damage on the dragon.
I'll put the effect on me as well, just to keep track of it, and that's gonna be my turn.
Rudy.
Okay, since Lorm's running towards the door, can I use a bonus action just to help him along with that to pass me?
Sure, you can try to grab him.
Yep. But that would be classed as a strength check?
That would be a dex check.
A dex check? Well, as my action then, can I use Willful Transformation and use my Wisdom modifier in place of my Dexterity?
Tell me the spell description.
I was going to say, because the spell description is an action, so that's why I asked if I can grab him as a bonus action. Because he's already running towards the door.
Sure.
Right, and I'll stand on the other side of the door just for a second, so I'm outside the circle. Use Willful Transformation on myself.
Well, if
And
you're
then-
gonna move outside and then move back in.
Well, I'm in the door. I'm in the doorway, so the door's here. I'm like here. And I'm just gonna move here, do my spell, go and grab Lauren and shove him in.
Alright, so basically you switch places with Lauren.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eh? And then I'll hold the door near enough shut. He's been pushed in. I'm in back in the door.
What
When
do you want to do in one round?
well, I'll hold the door open then. Hold the door. And that'll be my turn.
Lucky for you, it just uses its bite attack on Strahd. Natural 1 misses. Tries 2 claw attacks. The first one, a 17.
That hits.
That hits. And Strahd
He has really low AC.
again, almost max damage. Tries again.
He can take it.
Hits a 17 again. Also hits, and he gets max damage. So 16 damage and 17 damage for Sir Godfrey. And the dragon moves here, which means that
Does that provoke?
yeah, that provokes the serpent.
No, for Sir Godfrey, right?
He's still
No,
in
the-
range of Sir Godfrey.
Okay, the sword doesn't provoke.
There's no provoke.
Yeah.
And that's its turn. Frisch.
Is there room to get past Zucket in the window?
Yeah, you're small.
Okay, so I am going to duck past Zucket.
If you're you're gonna
And again, like,
use the advantage button so it cancels out.
oh yeah, because I get disadvantage because yes, okay, and I'm indeed going to like stand in the window and just fire another shot at it. I just need to find it on the map. Okay, advantage, and then short bow.
A natural 20 again.
Jeez, that's like the third one for you. Nice.
The like you guys tell me if you want to do this. You vomit a swarm of insects that initially attacks anyone but you. Well,
Who?
it is
No,
an
don't.
attack.
Don't.
Let's not.
Yeah, but is it? Yeah, let's not.
Alright.
Let's not.
Sounds a bit dangerous.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna roll for damage on the dragon.
Yeah. And critical damage for your
Yes.
sneak.
Yes, I will take it just to make sure. Sneak attack.
Dang.
That's another 34 damage in one go, Trish.
That is not bad at all. And I am going to duck back under Zucket's arms into the tower.
Alrighty.
And my turn. Yes.
Lauren, what do you do?
Question: the stairs in front of the door. How high up are they?
2 feet.
High enough to jump on top of the back of the dragon?
We can certainly try.
Okay. Also, this is going to be my last action because my girlfriend needs to drive tomorrow, and we need to get on time to sleep because we need to leave at 7. So.
But jump off the step, jump onto Tony's back, and launch forward.
That was my initial plan. Yes. I look at Von Richten next to me and go, drag this corpse and the tiger inside, if you will. And I basically do that, jump on top of Tony, and then towards the dragon, trying to land on his back.
Oh, damn.
Do I get height advantage, by the way?
Jesus Christ.
Big Laura.
Wait, token stack created? Oh, you can make token stacks?
Yeah, you can move tokens simultaneously.
Oh, that's cool.
Sorry, Lauren,
Do I get height advantage by stepping on top of the tiger?
No.
Damn it. So what do I need to throw to jump on top of him?
Well, you just do it. But
Okay.
now you are in multiple striking distances of this blue dragon.
You know, I thought of that as well. And as an action, I'm going to use Stunning Strike on him. See if that works this time.
Ooh, that's amazing.
How do I do this? Cast first. You need to throw a Constitution save of DC 8, apparently.
Ready? At 27, does that succeed?
I think it does.
You punch him in the jaw and he's like...
Okay. Then I use a key point again to... Let me see if I got this right. There it is. To go into patient defense, you can spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn. Oh, that's... I don't think that's the one I meant.
What do you want to do?
Basically set up a defense that I can use as a reaction. I know it was in here
Lord,
somewhere,
I'm
but
gonna tell
yeah.
you right now, if you stay outside, there's a good chance that the next session you need to roll up a new character.
Got a backup character.
This thing has 3 attacks, and you are on its back.
Yeah. Can it reach me on its back?
Imagine a giraffe that has an itch on its hindquarters. It can bite the itch on its hindquarters, so this dragon can too as well.
I'll just...
So it's up to you.
Okay, I'll just use another one of my key points to use Step of the Wind to disengage and move back into safety.
Alright. So
So
what
there we
Lauren
go.
does is he jumps over Tony on the face of this dragon, tries to punch it once. The dragon just laps it up, and Lauren jumps off of the breast of this dragon back into the tower.
Yep.
Looking
And
very
then
fly
hide.
while doing so.
As long as the action is cool.
It was rule of cool, my friend.
Turn complete.
Zuck.
What does it look like everybody's doing? Does it look like more people are now trying to come in?
It looks like Lauren just punched the dragon, which is very cool in and of itself, and then jumped back into the tower. So you think that the tower might be a defensible position?
Well, I just yelled back again for everybody to get inside the tower. And that is it. Zuck.
Alright, Sir Godfrey.
Well, he's gonna do his thing, move a bit closer. Well, actually, if he just goes here, he might have some flanking. So he's going to attack Aroni. Oh, it's using my. Can I roll again for the?
Yeah, sure.
It's. Yeah, it's my character that's
21 hits.
nice. Where's the damage there? That's a 1.
That's 14 plus 4, that's 18 points of damage.
Okay, I'll click the advantage one. 15, does that hit?
15 is blocked by its armor.
Okay. He will move a little bit further, so he's at the back of the dragon, exactly. Helping anyone trying to do something. And it's gonna be... Wait, I did 2 attacks, right? Yeah.
The dragon is looking very bad right now.
Ah, fuck it. Tony's gonna try a claw attack. 25.
Nice.
25 hits.
He's gonna hit it. Boom.
That's a 14 damage on the dragon, and blood is squirting from his chest. Still fighting.
Unfortunately, he only has 1 attack. So that is his turn.
Seraphim is going to walk back into view of the situation there.
Alright,
And
what do you do?
he's going to send his spiritual weapon next to the dragon again. And attack Aruni.
Zakaruni with a 14. Even this magical sword is no match for the scaly armor of this dragon type thing.
That's so sad. Well, that was his bonus action. He can still use Firebolt. Yeah, that's 120 feet. Let's see. Yep. Firebolt. 20.
20.
Does hit, right?
Indeed.
Okay. Here comes 2d10. 9 damage.
Damage, and the dragon looks like it's on its last legs.
That's going to be it. Yeah.
Rudy,
Can I get
finish
outside
it?
the door?
Sorry?
Can I get outside the door?
You can certainly try.
I'm gonna walk outside the door.
Alright.
I'm outside. I'm gonna target this lovely unknown dragon and guiding bolt. Boom!
I will give it to you because Tony is in the way and he's a large creature. So never say I didn't give you anything. That hits on the 21.
So of course, it's a lovely level 4 slot. Where's Guardian Bargle? Fuck, it's in there.
What does Guiding Bolt do exactly? Tell me again.
It's
Damage.
radiant light.
Radiant light.
It's a ball of radiant light. Level 2, level 3, level 4. Boom! All the
This
dice.
ball of radiant light hits this dragon square in the chest. It envelops this dragon. And it just sizzles out in pain and defiance, misplaced defiance. As Seraphim rushes back to the fray, saying, "What did I miss?" And Trish
I could see it all.
climbs down with lightning speed. Lorem walks up to the cart, and Tony goes back inside to lick his wounds. Is there anything you guys want to do before we finish this session?
Dragon meat barbecue.
No, Seraphim wants to do the speak with that thing, but that might take a hot minute, so.
Indeed it will.
Yeah, I'm fine. We'll find out next week.
We just killed a dragon.
Nice.
Indeed you did.
Well,
The
Could
first
Seraphim-
dragon in Barovia that we've seen.
yeah. Could Seraphim investigate the dragon for any, like, malformities? Like, is this dragon healthy, normal?
I listened to that. I've got to go, otherwise I get angry girlfriend.
Okay, man.
It's worth it.
Enjoy.
Au revoir!
See you later, man. Have fun.
Bye bye.
See ya.
Good travels tomorrow morning. The weird thing is, Seraphim, the moment that Rudy threw this guiding bolt at it. Rudy, does the door close again, or is there still something in between the door?
Still something between the door. I haven't removed it yet.
Alright, even with all the fray, roll me a D100.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Over 50 is good. Bad, I mean. So there's still something wedged between the door.
Nice.
Seraphim, give me an Arcana check.
I can do that. 17.
You tap into the mysteries of the arcane universe, and for some reason you feel a connection between this door on the tower and the tower itself and its magical protective field and this just slain dragon. And as you feel this connection, in the meantime, this husk of a just slain dragon seems to just dissipate into thin air.
So, does this seem related to the fact that Trish used magic to walk up the tower?
Well, with your 17, like you remember back when some of you tried to scale the wall up in the mountains, and these gargoyle-like creatures came to life.
Yeah.
There's some sort of protection magic happening with some of the buildings. Like the moment you try to bypass its security, countermeasures are in place.
Ah, so it could also be like the stone in the door or like scaling the mountains, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think these are countermeasures
So nothing was
from the
sent to
tower.
us. It is just literally us being tomfoolery.
Yes.
Rudy, why didn't you tell us you've got a dragon protecting this place?
It's not my tower. I just reside here.
I just put my name on it.
Yeah. I'm not
Squatters'
Kazan.
rights,
I didn't build the place.
One more thing that I'd like to try. Esmeralda, are you in the cart?
Dead silence.
Is there like still an animal in front of the cart?
No, Tony went back in.
But this is Esmeralda's cart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, on the
Like,
other
there's-
side, you mean? No, there's no
Yeah,
animal
yeah,
in
we
front of
pulled
the
it.
cart. No.
That's so weird. Rudy, does Esmeralda have like a companion animal just like you, or?
Esmeralda does not.
Strange. Well,
Is there any tire marks? Well, tire marks, wheel marks coming up to behind it, or does it look like it's just appeared out of nowhere?
No, there are tire marks. Wheel marks.
Are there hoofprints? Or does it look like it moved by itself?
You checking? There are indeed hoofprints.
Are there footprints of anyone stepping out?
There are no footprints of anybody stepping out.
Are there hoofprints leaving away?
Oh, that would make sense, yes.
From your vantage point, you cannot see them, but I will tell you now, if you move in front of the cart,
I
you
will
can
move in
indeed
front of the
see
cart.
Hoofprints moving away.
Rudy, did Esmeralda also use this tower as a base of operations?
She shouldn't be here. I didn't know she was in Barovia until you mentioned about her. I told her to stay in Darkon.
Oh. Kind of interesting, by the way, that Zukat is still not down here. But the mere mentioning of Esmeralda brings him into a frenzy.
Well, the
Zuck went to bed. He doesn't know what's happening right now.
I just wanted to make that joke. Well,
Didn't Esmeralda get captured by Strahd?
yes, Strahd had yesterday
I-
mentioned that she's in Ravenloft.
Yes, well, I'm afraid that this may be a
message?
horrid gift or a message from Strahd.
Strahd taunting us.
Well, if she has been taken, we have to account for the possibility that he turned her into a loyal minion.
But Strahd doesn't do nothing to the Vistani, though, does it?
Well, yeah, she may be considered different from them. I think if the Vistani would be to rise up, they would become the same fate as many others have.
Are there windows in this cart?
Well, there are a few windows, like tomb-shaped windows, but like red drapes cover the inside of all the windows. You cannot see in.
Sir Godfrey, would you mind opening that door? You seem to be more resilient than most of us.
Sure.
And he moves towards the door.
Lauren moves away. I'll help him do that. 'Cause- 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 'cause-
I'll place the I'll place the spiritual weapon there.
All right. He uses brute force to open the door, and the lock, even though it's looks sturdy, is rusty. He opens the door, and
Oh, damn it.
let's pick this up next week. No, wait, let's not. Trish, Lorem, Seraphim, Rudy, Sir Godfrey.
It was good knowing you.
It was all good knowing you, and all of you give me a Constitution saving throw, except our bloodthirsty boomer.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, in the words of Amr Akbar, it's a trap.
It's a fucking cloud kill. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, before you do anything, I'm gonna use my Tides of Chaos feature to reroll the saving throw.
Alright.
So who's got inspiration? Can we all swap?
I don't.
Yeah, me
Okay.
neither.
Can I give the entire party my inspiration to reroll?
No. Let's pick this up next week.
It's a fucking cloud kill. I hate it already.
Thank you all for a lovely session. That was very fun.
That was a good session, that was, to be fair.
Indeed.
Yeah, it was.
I'm curious what will happen next time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Moran jumping.
Well,
on
at least we have a
fucking
long
dragon
rest
slapping.
right in front of us.
Well, if we make it that far.
We'll see.
Like, I have 37 HP to spare. Yes.
No, if I can survive this, we're all right. I'll help us.
But do you have spell slots left?
I do, but I also have spare the dying cantrip.
Okay.
That I can do at 30 foot.
Okay.
I have a
And
few
you
tricks up my
have
sleeve.
62. Okay, that's a lot better.
And then when you're on the floor, if you both die, then I can use what is it? Eyes of the Grave to give you max healing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Sentinel at Death's Door should say. No,
Let's see
it's one of them.
Who survives this trap? Okay, bye.